All right, so we spent an hour plus installing the basic utilities to install mods for Skyrim, and now we're moving on to the unofficial patches. This is in the same document, of course, the beginner's guide on Reddit. I can't say enough good things about how this sets you up for success when going into the game, but it is quite lengthy. So consider this a continuation, a wrapping up of completing this guide. So, about installing mods in general, always read a mod's description page, especially compatibility. It says twice, maybe 3 times, definitely worth it. And let's see, always download from the Files tab on the Nexus page. I've mentioned this. So that you can see what other files are available if you need them, compatibility patches, etc. And even check the post tabs if you're not sure how it's going to be compatible, and to see what other people are saying about it. Also, I suggest, in general, for really game-changing mods, stick to popular ones or from trusted authors. So, on to the unofficial patches. All right. If you use no other mods, you should be using these as they fix thousands of bugs in vanilla Skyrim and its DLCs. There's an unofficial patch for the base game and each DLC, as well as a legendary version, which you should use if you have all the DLC. So, this initial section covers no DLC, some of the DLC. I have all the DLC. That is, I have the base Skyrim, I have Dawnguard, I have Hearthfire, I have Dragonborn, and I have the high-res DLC. So, all DLC Legendary Edition of Skyrim. If you have it all, these are the steps you're going to want to follow. So, it says you're going to want all of these things. You're going to want the unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch. You're going to want the individual unofficial patches. 4 of them are up here, and the high-res DLC patch is here. That's HRDLC. He uses the abbreviations here, and then this is high-res. And you're going to want the uSleep Phwop master script. Now, the reason you want these, even though the Legendary Edition patch includes all of the above, is that some of the older mods that you might encounter could have existed before this Legendary Edition patch. Thus, they will possibly reference the individual unofficial patches, which could cause you issues. But uSleep Phwop master script basically lets you install the unofficial patches, you leave them inactive, and anything that would reference them, the uSleep Phwop master script, then sends it to the unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch instead. So these two are to ensure compatibility if you're using any mods with unknown or that reference the individual ones. So not totally necessary if you are absolutely sure that all of your mods reference the Skyrim Legendary Edition patch, but if you want to play it safe, and you probably do because it would be lame for your game to be messed up simply because of this, then go ahead and download all 3. Or we're going to install all of these. Okay. So, before the individual pages, I've said that. Install the individual patches, but don't enable them. Okay. Where are we? No. Okay. Dawnguard, Hearthfire, Dragonborn. Okay, here we are. Files page. Downloads manager. I want to double check MO. Is there anything in there? No, good. Did it work? I'm not feeling like it worked. Oh, I see. All right, that's appropriate. Uh-huh. Let's get that one. That one. Let's double check. I'm not actually sure if I can download all of these at once. But it will be good to know in the future. Here we are. Oops, I did tell it to download that twice, did I not? Cancel one of those. All right, so remember that these said they want the Skyrim patch are required for it. Let's install the Skyrim patch first. Oh, let's get that DLC patch. All right, unofficial Skyrim patch. Install. Oh, easy peasy. So install the individual patches, do not enable them. That's cool, we can do that. I know this is going to be a long video. I'm wasting your time. But, you know, it can be comforting to have a companion telling you how to, just seeing the whole process. Because I find it kind of stressful to install mods, since there's so much that could go wrong. Okay. We've got these. It wants us to install usleep and then usleep swap master. So let's start the download there. Usleep being the unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch. So that could take quite a while, I'm sure. And we'll go ahead and download this. Older versions. It does tell you need all of these, okay. Is that how it's supposed to work? Follow the usleep and Phwop master script installation instructions. Pardon me. Let's see. Okay, we've got this. It says install the 2 loose text documents in the same folder as the TES5 edit executable. must be this one. Merge the included edit scripts folder with the edit scripts folder alongside the okay, right here. Paste. You want to merge this? Yes. And we're done. All right, convenient. So that was uSleep. It didn't require MO. MO hasn't finished the unofficial Skyrim Legendary patch yet. So we did do this a little out of order. And there's still more to do. But we were biding time while this downloaded. So when I do mod the game myself, of course this is just setup for modding basically. I think I want to go for a gritty, realistic, dark fantasy type look. So I'm going to be looking at those sorts of mods. I do love survivalism. I love the long dark, so you can expect Frostfall and a couple other things. So let's install this. Okay, so we've done that. It's set up in the editor. Return here. If you have a mod that is missing a master, MO will put a red warning flag next to its plugin. The warning flag and the top of the MO will turn red, and you can hover the plugin and see what the master plugin it needs. Okay, if it lists one of the individual patches, follow the usage directions for the swap master script to change it to list uSleep as a master instead. Okay, so here are those usage instructions. So that's something you're going to have to do manually. If you're having a problem, you're going to have to troubleshoot this yourself, but you are prepared to do it now. As far as load order and mod list, paste uSleep below all other official plugins like so, Skyrim Update, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, Dragonborn, unofficial Skyrim Legendary Patch, all their mods. Okay, if they have the higher res DLC, you can also grab that, place the high res DLC and this patch below any other DLC unofficial patches. Okay, so plugins. So we're going to enable that. We're going to move this down. We're going to enable that. And okay. So let's see. Okay, so that's outside. Definitely want to move this down. And let's just I don't remember what to do with those. All right. So I'm struggling here exactly where to place these, but I'm going to go with The merge and the bash patches are last. I don't remember where the update goes. Let's check. All right, bash patch always at the bottom. That's what I thought I remembered. Get used to rereading stuff. And the merged patch, what about that one? I'll have to look at that later. I have no advice for you there. All right, last thing we're going to install is Sky.UI. This mod improves the user interface for PC gamers, so you're not limited by console configuration stuff, and brings you the mod configuration menu, which is a huge, for the most configurable mods, this menu is incredibly good. MCM, you'll get used to seeing that in mods. And lets you just do amazing things with mods without going through awkward, like, find the book to activate it or talk to this NPC and tell them weird things. Absolutely essential. So let's download Sky.UI. I have it open here. Let's close all these. Okay, 5.1 is the current. We will download it. Or will we? Okay, there's a huge list of things it supports. Go. Go, internet. Seriously? Is there something you need to tell me? Let's refresh. Files, there we go. Okay, download with manager. We've got Skyrim script extender already. Continue with download. Okay, what are you trying to tell me? Double click to install. Go to our downloads tab. All right, Sky.UI is installed. Should go here. I'll put this clean. Okay. All right, so that is all I'm going to cover here. There are some other installation types that the author of this page wanted you to go through, but he says these are optional. So that covers all of what I believe the community would say is the official standard installation offers. I've been working on a Google Doc that will list all of the mods that I'm using and notes about their compatibility and stuff. I have here the standard mods that we all just installed in this video, the utility mods I did earlier, and the core experience mods that I'm going to select myself. So just a quick overview. I wanted to do this is for gameplay, not even the dark fantasy aspect really. Perkus Maximum, amazing perk overhaul by the same person who did Skyrim redone. Epic Gameplay Overhaul, a collection of awesome and respected mods. Combat Evolved makes combat and especially enemy AI much more engaging. Revenge of the Enemies, yet another thing that makes enemies much more potent, and especially bosses, and balances things out. These two are quite compatible, as well as Perkus. All of these are compatible from what I know. They kind of interlink suggested mods. Asis, automatic spell and ability usage or something. I forget. It lets enemies take advantage of other mechanics like drinking potions and using powers more intelligently. These three together are going to make your fights a lot more interesting and dangerous. Deadly Dragons, highly configurable. It does make the game significantly harder, or at least dragon fights only. What Revenge of the Enemies and Asis and do for combat, Deadly Dragons does for dragons. Very, very configurable through the Sky UI MCM. Epic Gameplay Overhaul does include Dragon Combat Overhaul, which also makes dragons a lot more dangerous. Deadly Dragons you might actually use to make dragons easier to fight, or I would not suggest combining the two without understanding how to tone Deadly Dragons down. But Deadly Dragons also adds 14 new dragon classes to a total of 23. And then when it comes to survival, I am going to be taking the Epic Frostfall mod, hypothermia, camping, survival, campfire, which is required for Frostfall and is a cool interactive camping mod, and realistic needs and diseases. Kind of an older mod, hasn't been updated since 2014. But still one of the best for eating, drinking, sleeping, getting drunk, and being ill. I think it adds a lot to the game without causing you to just suffer continuously. But of course these last three take away from the like dungeon romp feel, but they add in a lot of what I like about the Long Dark. So these are going to be the core mods. There are going to be other mods that enhance these that you might expect to see that I haven't listed here because I think these are what the gameplay is based around. I'll also be doing, like I said, a kind of dark fantasy approach to how the game looks. And of course a number of the nice suggested standards like maybe the Ultimate Follower Overhaul to improve gameplay experience. And some modeling. My computer, as you heard, has plenty of RAM, not that much graphics capabilities, so I'm probably not going to be doing too much. I'm not going to pimp it out ultra high res until I have a better graphics card. But I will be looking to make maximum use with minimum drag when it comes to graphics. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to catch any of my other videos at some other time. And I hope this helped. Until next time, my friends, farewell.